Alright, so I'm rushing to get to Cheer real quick because that's where I need to drop off one of my kids. The weather's freaking badass here in Spokane, Washington. First day of really good weather. It's actually almost summertime feeling outside right now. I think it's like 60 degrees. I don't know, but it's badass. It's definitely freaking warm. So, I'm just trying to take some shortcuts to get to where I need to go, because it's not super easy to get there right now with the traffic being all backed up on a Monday around 5 o'clock, and I got about 15 minutes to actually get there, so that's not fun. But honestly, I feel like a sundae or something like that, like a milkshake, but we'll see how that goes. But dang, it is warm. I actually have the air on, not the AC, just the standard air. But blue skies, it's awesome. It's definitely one of the best days of the year so far, and winter just was like a week ago. It snowed like hardcore a week ago. So hopefully we're done with all that crap. From the looks of it so far, we are. So, hope you guys are having an awesome day wherever you're at. I'm sure it's warm in your neck of the woods as well. Some places are still having snowstorms, which is normal, but crazy. Check out this flag over here. This thing's badass. Thing is like the biggest flag I've ever freaking seen, and it's at an RV park. It's just kind of like in their parking lot for no reason, but they rock because they have the biggest flag in the freaking world. But it looks cool because from how high up it is, the wind hits it really good and makes it look freaking sick in the wind. Went for a run today. Got to get ready for my physical examination in my job. So every year we have to do these run tests, and I haven't been running at all just because I freaking hate it. But with the weather like this, how can you not get outside and run? So definitely did that. Got that done. Did some homework today. And took the dogs out for a walk, stuff like that. There's still snow on the mountains over here though. That's the weird thing. It's not exactly springtime here yet, but it's right around the corner, I can tell you that much, because we're in the middle of March here almost. And I can tell you for sure that winter is probably dang near over. Hoping so. Kind of done with it. Didn't go snowboarding, nothing like that, which I should have. That's kind of what I do in the wintertime. But I haven't snowboarded for the last couple of years, actually, maybe even longer, which is sad because I have a nice snowboard and some nice gear, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to use it in the future. I've kind of quit growing on the height scale, so it's not like it's going to be a problem there. So I've been thinking about different camera filters. I don't have any right now, and I've only got 2 different lenses that I use on my camera right now. So I need to get a camera filter. I need to get some camera filters so I can stop my shots down for longer exposures in daylight. I know golden hour is the best time to do that stuff, but I think it would be cool to get some filters so I don't have to worry about that and be able to do it at any time. Never messed with filters before, don't even know what kind to get. I just know that Amazon's awesome with that kind of stuff, as well as you guys out there on YouTube that have good recommendations for different filters that you use on your cameras. So I'm about 10 minutes out from needing to be where I'm at, and I've only got about 7 minutes to get there. So shouldn't be too late, maybe a second or two. Traffic on this interstate is always freaking horrendous, especially coming the other way, me going home. because at that point, traffic stops so much that it comes to a standstill, almost. All right, I'm pretty much there with 5 minutes to spare. Not bad at all. Might be making a little trip to Zips for a milkshake. I don't know. We'll see. So one thing that I don't have is an awesome lens for my camera. I'm using kit lenses right now. This one being a 3.5 16 to 50 millimeter. And it does fine, but obviously it's not something I'm going to use to make money in photography. But down the road, I was looking at a Zeiss 1.4. I think it's about $3,500 for a 25 millimeter. That's something to dream of, no doubt, but it would be awesome. Man, it's freaking bright. Thinking about doing some Starbucks action. 6 o'clock. Might as well. Get me all shades on here. Yeah, so camera equipment's expensive, no doubt, but I love camera equipment. I've never owned any camera equipment that's worth a damn though. I've always owned point and clicks or point and shoot, and never have owned a camera that you can swap lenses out on it. It's always been a fixed lens system, so that's new to me with the ability to swap out lenses and get a certain look that you may be going for, you know. Obviously, swapping lenses out is important when it comes to a certain pictorial look or a certain look for movies that you're shooting. So putting the money into a certain type of lens is definitely important down the road, but you have to do your research and kind of see what certain lenses do, you know, certain types of lenses and all that good stuff. So that's my future for sure. There's no doubt about that. But I'm learning to use cameras more and more. Obviously my cell phone wasn't doing it. Number one, the storage on my cell phone is crap. There's no way to upgrade the storage, so that right there is a problem. And the camera I did have, which was a Canon, it had a fixed lens on it, but it zoomed in hardcore. You know, you could actually photograph the moon with this thing and get some decent images. But the fact you couldn't swap the lens out really got to me. It's 1080p and all that good stuff. This is a mirrorless camera that I'm using right now, Sony a6000. Video quality is incredible for how much it cost using a stock lens. So you can just imagine what like a Zeiss lens would do, or just something, you know, a lot better. So that's always something to think about, in my world at least, is upgrading my glass to something awesome. I definitely want to explore those options in the future. If you guys have put money into different lenses and different cameras and just different equipment for your camera, let me know in the description or the comments down below, because I'm new to this. Give me some good examples or good ideas of what to buy for a lens. You know, like what kind of cheap lenses should I start out with? They're going to give me a really good look, especially for photography and for videography. It doesn't have to be the same lens. I could get some cheap lenses for each one to satisfy that need. Cop! See the cop back there? He's just chilling. Just chilling. But really want to take my video making to the next level. I use Adobe Premiere Pro CC. I pay the monthly subscription for that, $20 a month. For me, not being in college and not being a pro and just having a family, that's a pretty good price to pay per month for something I'm going to use a lot. Obviously, in the future, I would like to progress in my quality of videos, but it's going to take time and money and effort. And, you know, Just getting my name out there on YouTube for sure, so you guys know what I'm about. So I learned how to clean a lens today for my camera. I always just use a microfiber cloth and kind of spit on it and rub it around. It works for my Nintendo Switch and my phone, but nope, you don't want to do that with this. You don't want to use a microfiber cloth either, I don't think. Guy showed me that you take a Q-tip and you put it in water, distilled water, so like bottled water, and you kind of roll the water off of it so it's not like dripping, and then you go in circular motions around your lens and flip it over and dry it off with that side. You just keep doing that a couple times and it takes every single smudge off of your lens, makes it brand new again. So that's something I'm gonna have to do with my camera lenses for sure, because I've never really cleaned them properly. But I do keep a cloth with me to polish the lens every now and again, because for me that's a great idea, to polish off the lens and keep the dirt off of it from just daily activity when you're out and about. Guarantee every single day that you're out using your camera, it's going to get some particles on the lens. Look at the mountain over there. You can probably not see it very well. It's got snow on it. Got some mountains over here. Pretty cool looking over here. Mountains with the snow. A bunch of houses on the hill going up there. Pretty wicked looking. Nice little community area out in the mountains. I basically live in the mountains, but in a very small city that is not part of Spokane. It's not part of Coeur d'Alene. It's kind of in the middle. It's just a very small little niche. Over here we got Porsche. Freaking only dealership I know of Porsche in this area is like right next to my house, which I plan on never getting a Porsche, but just saying, they are there. Days are getting a little bit longer. It's already 6:30 and the weather is still not too bad at all. Still pretty bright. So spring is almost here, and it's gonna be awesome for doing filmmaking and taking photos. And the best way for me to take photos is just get out into the middle of nowhere and just do it. So here's a big old freaking cat right there just chilling. Never seen a front end like that on it. Looks like it kind of picks things up and comes together. Pretty badass. Huge freaking piece of equipment for sure. So I'm gonna get myself a little cafe. See what we can get here.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. How are you doing today?
Good.
What can we get for you, hon?
Let me get a grande mocha.
Yeah.
Daddy, what's Sophia?
Grande mocha, that's gonna be hot or ice?
Hot.
Perfect. Anything else, please, sir?
Let me get a cake pop.
Daddy,
Okay.
Sophia?
The birthday cake one.
Perfect.
Oh,
And we'll have you pull over to the window.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, buddy. So, I have America. I don't really get a lot of coffee from Starbucks anymore. This thing's hot as hell. Mocha. Skateboarders. Mustang. My favorite freaking vehicle right there. Only because I own one. Look at this guy. Chilling, waiting for the bus or something, I don't know. Busy area right now. People are all out and about. I'm about to get hit by a freaking vehicle coming out of Taco Bell too. Look at this freaking sun set over here. Looking pretty badass. Bright as hell too. Super freaking bright. So now I'm heading back home. Taco Bell. Heading back home. Chill out for the rest of the night. Maybe do some more studying, because I am studying for a skill level upgrade, which will be my final skill level upgrade for my career, which is excellent. I'm not trying to stay in college forever, but it keeps on beckoning me back. I'm always going back to school for something, which is fine. Man, see these mountains over here? Probably can't see them very well, especially since I'm holding the freaking camera sideways. There's just a cop there, and there's a building. But on the other side of this building, there's badass snow-capped mountains. Glad I don't go in the speed limit because there's a freaking undercover cop that just went by, just looking at me like an idiot. Another American flag coming up over here. Looks pretty badass. There's an STCU right next to my house that looks like it gets no business. I swear it's not even in business. It's just there for freaking looks. But check out this camera, or this camera. Freaking flag right here. Fliggity flag. Flapping. It's flapping. Yeah, so I'm learning how to use my camera a little more with the different settings. Right now I'm using aperture priority because the light keeps changing as I'm driving. And because of that, you don't want to use manual mode because you'll freaking underexpose and overexpose yourself constantly as you're moving around. Aperture priority is good at keeping those light levels where they need to be. All you set is the ISO. And right now my ISO is at 100, so it's pretty low, but it's daylight out. So anytime I'm in daylight that's not shade, I set my ISO to 100 just to keep that crisp picture for you guys. Zero noise. Zero noise. There's another freaking flag. There's flags all over this city. Look at that. Right there in the roundabout. Looking all awesome. But yeah, here's my place I work out. The athletic club right there. Little roundabout action. Riggedy roundin'. Roundin' boutin'. I live over here in this community. Freaking pretty nice. Nicest community I've ever lived in. But crappy thing about where I live, which is not that big of a deal because I don't hear any noise. Industrial park right next door on the other side of my fence. And they just keep building. But these are places like Comcast, you know, like internet businesses, stuff like that. Nothing noisy. Just the construction during the summertime gets a little noisy. People got their windows open and everything. I went for a couple of walks today and a run. Everyone else has been out doing the same damn thing. Look at all these people. People in the street right there. All over the place. Need to pick your garbage up over here. Oh, I mean, look at that garbage can lid. It's all bashed in. Been through some freaking madness. Ah, look at that sun action. Sun action on my face. But I'm about to get home here. Turd's got a cake pop. I sure already ate it. It's gone. But my wife's gonna kick my ass for not getting her a freaking drink. That's for damn sure. What the hell is this? Jehovah's Witnesses? No. Looks like some kid trying to sell shit door to door. Which is cool. Oh, it's the Cub Scouts. Cub Scout. Look at him. I saw them yesterday in our neighborhood. They're making their rounds. Freaking Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, whatever you want to call it. I like supporting the Girl Scouts more than the Cub Scouts and the Boy Scouts because they have candy.